Lena had always loved birthdays, not for the gifts, but for the feeling, the quiet certainty that, for one day, she mattered most. This year was supposed to be special. 17, her last birthday before adulthood, as her mom liked to remind her. She'd spent weeks planning a small gathering in their backyard, string lights hung between the trees, a playlist she curated herself, and a cake she'd baked from scratch, chocolate with raspberry filling. Her older brother, Marcus, hadn't helped. That wasn't unusual. Marcus didn't help. Marcus expected. "Make sure you save me the first slice," he'd said that morning, barely looking up from his phone. "It's my birthday," Lena had replied, half laughing. "Yeah, and I'm your brother." That was the end of it. It always was with him. By evening, the yard glowed softly. Friends trickled in, laughter filling the warm air. Lena felt it, that familiar birthday feeling. Maybe this year would be different. Maybe Marcus would act like he cared. For a while, it almost seemed that way. He came outside, even brought drinks, cracking jokes that made her friends laugh. Lena watched him carefully, suspicious but hopeful. Then came the cake. Everyone gathered around as Lena carried it out, candles flickering. 17 small flames danced in the twilight. "Make a wish," someone called. She closed her eyes. "I just want things to be better." "Wait," Marcus suddenly shouted. Lena opened her eyes. "What?" "You forgot something," he said, stepping forward with a grin that didn't reach his eyes. "This party's kinda lame without a real surprise." Before she could respond, he clapped his hands. The back gates swung open. A crowd of unfamiliar people flooded in. Marcus's friends, loud, older, already half drunk. Music shifted as someone hijacked the speaker. The atmosphere changed instantly, like a switch had been flipped. "What are you doing?" Lena asked, her voice tight. "Fixing your party. You're welcome." "This isn't what I wanted." "Relax," he scoffed. People were bored. Her friends stood awkwardly, pushed aside as the yard filled with strangers. Someone knocked into her table. The cake wobbled. "Careful!" Lena cried, reaching for it. Too late. The cake tipped, sliding off the stand and hitting the ground with a soft, devastating thud. Frosting smeared across the grass, candles snuffed out in an instant. For a moment, everything felt silent. Marcus laughed. "Guess you don't have to share anymore." Something inside Lena cracked. "You did this on purpose," she said, her voice trembling, not weak but sharp. "Oh, come on," he rolled his eyes. "It's just a cake." "No, it's not just a cake. It's everything. You always do this. You take what isn't yours, ruin it, and then act like it doesn't matter." A few people had gone quiet, watching. Marcus's smile faded. "You're being dramatic." "It's my birthday," she snapped. "The one day that's supposed to be mine, and you couldn't even let me have that?" He shrugged again, but there was something defensive in it now. "You're my sister. What's yours is mine." Lena stared at him. "No," she said quietly. "That's the problem. You think everything is yours." She turned to her friends. "I'm sorry." One by one, they started to leave, murmuring soft goodbyes. The party dissolved as quickly as it had been hijacked. Marcus scoffed. "Wow, way to kill the vibe." Lena didn't respond. She walked past him, into the house, and up to her room. She closed the door, not slammed, just firmly shut. For the first time, she locked it. Later that night, there was a soft knock. "Marcus?" Lena didn't answer. I didn't think it was a big deal," Marcus said through the door, his voice quieter than she'd ever heard it. "It was just a party." Lena sat on her bed, staring at the faint smudge of chocolate frosting still on her sleeve. "It was never about the party," she said finally. Silence. Then, softer. "Then, what was it about?" Lena swallowed. "It was about you choosing me for once." The hallway went still. No clever reply came, no dismissive laugh. Just quiet. And for the first time in a long time, Lena wondered if maybe, just maybe, that silence meant something had finally gotten through.